Dear student, I am Mr. Wakhari from Chinchor. In last lecture, we have seen what is the polynomial, types of polynomial. We have also studied linear equation in two variable. Now, we are going to study second chapter from Maths 1 10th, that is quadratic equation. In this chapter, we will study what is the quadratic equation, what is the solution of quadratic equation, how to solve the quadratic equation, means methods of solving quadratic equation. There are three methods: factorization methods, completing square method, and formula method. One more question will be there. They have given equation, but actually that equation is not in the form of quadratic equation, but we want to convert the given equation in the form of quadratic equation and solve it. And one more question depending on quadratic equation, that is the word problem on the quadratic equation. We discuss all these points in this chapter. Now we are going to study what is the quadratic equation. The equation which can be written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are any real number. But friend, here a may not be 0, because if a is 0, the whole number will be 0, then this is not quadratic equation. So this is the general form or standard form of the quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are any real number, but a is not equal to 0. They are giving question to us for 1 mark in the board examination. They have given some equation and they are asked to you, is the given equation is quadratic? Yes or not. For example, x plus 1 upon x is equal to 7. Is the given equation is quadratic? Yes or not. To find given equation is quadratic, yes or not, we want to simplify the given equation in the standard form. So we want to cancel the denominator x, and for cancellation denominator x, we want to multiply both sides to the equation by x. If we multiply both x, then x square plus 1 is equal to 7x. If we write in the standard form, that is x square minus 7x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is in the form of standard form or general form. So given equation is a quadratic equation. Next example is that 2x square plus 3 is equal to 5x cube plus 2x. If we write in the standard form, 2x square minus 5x cube minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. The degree of the equation is 3. So given equation is a not quadratic equation. Now we will study what is the solution of quadratic equation. The value of the variable which satisfy the given quadratic equation is known as the solution of quadratic equation. For example, x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. If we put the value of x is equal to minus 2 in this equation, what happens? LHS, left hand side, x square plus 5x plus 6. X square means minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. Minus 2 square plus 4. plus minus minus 5 2s are 10 plus 6. 4 plus 6 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. But RHS is also 0. So value of variable x is equal to minus 2 satisfy the given equation. So x is equal to minus 2 is the solution of given quadratic equation. Depending on this question, they have asked one more question to us, that is, if the quadratic equation x square plus kx plus 20 is equal to 0, if one of the solution is minus 4, if one of the solution is minus 4, find the value of k. We know this is the solution, means this satisfies this equation. So we put the value of x is equal to minus 4 in this equation, and if we solve this equation, we will get the value of k. So put x is equal to minus 4 raised to 2 plus k into minus 4 plus 20 is equal to 0. Minus 4 square 16 minus 4k is equal to plus 20 is equal to 0. 20 plus 16, that is 36 is equal to 4k. So k is equal to 36 upon 4. So k is equal to 9. So value of the k is 9. Such type of question will be asked to us in board examination. Now we are going to study how to solve the quadratic equation. There are three methods to solve the quadratic equation. First method is that factorization method. I will take one equation, but there are some changes. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Another equation is that x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Next equation is x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. And one more is that x square minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. In all the four equations, the variables and number are same. Only we have changed the sign. If we understand these four equation how to solve, you can solve any one equation. In this two example, what happened? The term c, here a is 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to 6. Here in first two example, the value of c is positive. In another two, the value of c is negative. If the value of c is a positive, we decide to factorize that third term, that the product of two term is third term and the sum of that two term is middle term. But in equation 2, what happened? The middle term is negative and in first equation middle term is positive. So how we will study how to solve. So the factorize 6 into 3 into 2. 3 into 2, 3 2s are 6, but 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. We factorize the third term. So writing instead of 5x, we will write 3x plus 2x. So x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. We know what is the factorization. Take common factor. In this, x is a common, so x plus 3. In this two term, 2 is a common. So take plus 2 is a common, so x plus 3 is equal to 0. In this term and in this term, what is the common? x plus 3 is a common. So x plus 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. If the product of two terms is 0, one term is always 0. The product of these two terms is 0, so one of the term must be 0. We don't know which is the 0. So we will take x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. So minus 3 comma minus 2 is the solution of this quadratic equation. Means the value of x is minus 3 or minus 2. Both values satisfy this equation. So the solution of given quadratic equation is minus 3 or minus 2. Now we are going to study this next chapter. What happened here? The third term is a positive. So product of the two term is 6, but sum of that two term must be minus 5. So we will take minus 3 into minus 2, product of minus minus plus, but minus 3 plus minus 2 minus 5. So writing instead of minus 5, we will write minus 3x plus minus 2. So x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. What is the common? X is the common. So x minus 3, take common. If the third term is negative, we must take negative sign. So minus 2. If we take negative sign common, the internal sign change. 2x common, x plus becomes minus 2 3s is equal to 0. We see x minus 3 is a common and remain x minus 2 is equal to 0. So product of two terms is 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 3 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. 3 comma 2 is the solution of this quadratic equation. We study if the third term is a positive, then product of that two term must be third term and their sum must be middle term. Next, third and fourth example is that x square minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0 and x square minus 5x and minus 6 is equal to 0. In the first, here positive. In the first equation, what happened? Third term is a positive. In the next equation, third term is negative. If the third term is negative, then the product of that two term must be negative 6, but their subtraction must be 1, middle term. So here 6 ones are 6. 6 ones are 6. 6 minus 1, 5. But we want to middle term positive. So larger number take positive plus 6 minus 1. So plus 6 into minus 1 is minus 6. And plus 6 minus 1 is plus 5. So we will take x square plus 6x minus 1x minus 6 is equal to 0. Here x is a common. So x plus 6. I asked if the third term is negative, take negative sign. There is no common, but 1 is always common. So 1 x change sign, x plus 6 is equal to 0. In this case, x plus 6 is common. So x plus 6 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. So product of these two terms is 0. So x plus 6 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to 1. So solution of given quadratic equation is minus 6 comma plus 1. In next equation, what happened? Negative term is a third term is a negative. So we want to find the product of two term is minus 6, but their subtraction is minus 5. So 6 ones are 6. 6 into 1. But middle term has a negative sign. So give larger number negative sign. Minus 1 into plus 1. Minus plus minus. And minus 6 plus 1 means minus 5. So writing instead of minus 5x, we will write x squared minus 6x plus 1x minus 6 is equal to 0. Take x is a common. So x minus 6. Here no one is common, but 1 is here common. So plus 1 x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x minus 6 is a common. Remain x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to plus x or x is equal to minus 1. So solution of given equation is 6 comma minus 1. In this way, we solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. We will take one more equation, how to solve by factorization method. X square plus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. We know third term is a positive. Find the factor of 18. The sum of that two term is 9. 6 3s are 18. 6 3s are 18. 6 plus 3 9. So x square right here 18 factor is 6 into 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. So x square plus 6x plus 3x plus 18 is equal to 0. Take x common. X plus 3. 3 is a common. So 3. X plus 6 is equal to 0. X plus 6 is common. So x plus 6 remain x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now x plus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to plus minus 3. So minus 6 comma minus 3 is the solution of given quadratic equation. One more example we will take. Third term is negative. For example, x square plus 2x minus 24 is equal to. What happened here? Third term is a negative. If the third term is a negative, we want to find the product of that two term. The product of that two term is minus 24, but the subtraction is plus 2. 6 4s are 24. 6 minus 4, 24. So, minus 24 factor 6 into 4. We decide the larger number given middle term sign. So, plus 6, opposite given minus. Plus minus minus. 6 4s are 21. Plus 6 minus 4 is equal to plus 2. So writing instead of 2x, we will write x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 24 is equal to 0. So x common, x plus 6, take minus 4 common. If the third term is a negative here, we must write negative sign common and change interchange. X minus comes, becomes plus 6 is equal to 0. Here x plus 6 is a common. So remain another bracket x minus 4 is equal to 0. So the product of that two term is 0. So x plus 6 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to plus 4. So solution of the given equation is minus 6 comma 4. This is the type of factorization method. Now we are going to study more method is that formula method. How to solve the quadratic equation by formula method. To solve the quadratic equation by formula method, we must understand formula. To solve the quadratic equation by formula method, we must remember the solution will become x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is the formula to solve the given quadratic equation by formula method. What is that? X is equal to minus b plus minus b square in square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. One more question for board examination is there. For 1 marks, they have given equation x square is equal to 5x plus minus 6. Write the given equation in the standard form and write the value of ABC. What is the standard form of quadratic equation? X square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form or standard form. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the standard form. What is the value of a? Here 1. A is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 6. This is the value of ABC. That type of question you have for 1 mark in board examination. Depending on that, we want to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. What is the steps of quadratic equation by formula method? They are given one example is that x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. x square plus 7x is equal to minus 12. First step of formula method, write the given quadratic equation in standard form. This is the standard form? No. In the standard form, x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So is equal to 0. So x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. This is the first step. Write the given quadratic equation in the standard form. What is the second step? Find the value of a, b, c. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 12. We know the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus in square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So find the value of b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac is equal to, b square means 7 square minus 4 into 1 into 12. 7 sevens are 49 minus 4 into 12, 48. So value of b square minus 4ac is 1. So write the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a and put the value of given. x is equal to minus into bracket. You must write the value of b into bracket. What happens? Sometimes the value of b is negative. So negative comes positive. So here positive no problem. Minus b means 7 plus minus square root. Value of b square minus 4ac is 1. 1 upon 2 into 1. 2 into a. What is value of a? 1. So x is equal to minus 7 plus minus square root of 1 is 1. Upon 2 1s are 2. What happened? X is equal to minus 7 plus minus 1 upon 2. Take one time positive and one time negative. So x is equal to minus 7 plus 1 upon 2 or x is equal to minus 7 minus 1 upon 2. So x is equal to 7 minus 7 plus 1 minus 6 upon 2. So x is equal to minus 3. Here x is equal to minus 7 minus 1 minus 8 upon 2. 2 4 is 8 minus 4. So solution of the given equation is minus 3 comma minus 4. So dear student, we must solve this equation by formula method. The steps of that formula method: first step is that write the given quadratic equation in the standard form, write the value of ABC, find the value of b square minus 4ac, write the formula. We must remind the formula: x is equal to minus b plus minus in square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and put the value of and solve the quadratic. Very easy method is that, and depending on that question is for board examination.